This next bout is sponsored by Frankie's Body Shop. Where's Frankie's Body Shop at tonight? Where you at, Frankie's? This is a catchweight bout. It's scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Your first fighter in the right corner. He comes to us with a record of 1 win and 2 losses. He weighed in at 129.4 pounds. He's from Next Gen MMA and repping Marshall County, Alabama. Let's hear it for Jacob Wright.
Well, this one came together on short notice. We put this one together this week. Jacob Wright is coming out of the Next Generation MMA camp. We'll see his teammate Mary Rosenbeck a little bit later tonight. 1 and 2 so far in his amateur career. And like I said, we put this fight together about 5 or 6 days ago, taking on KMAA's debuting Ray Hewlett, 130 pounds. So we should see some good quick action out of these guys.
Yeah, Jacob Wright, he started out, really, I think he just started out last summer, and he started out with a win down in Alabama at the AFC, and since then he's had 2 more fights and suffered 2 defeats since then, but the guy likes to stay active and he likes to fight, so I don't know if we're going to see another second or third round or not tonight.
Let's meet his opponent now, Ray Hewlett.
And his opponent out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 128.5 pounds. He's making his debut, and he is from KMAA right here in Knoxville, Tennessee. This is Ray Hewlett.
And we get his opponent making his way now to the cage, representing KMAA here in Knoxville, Tennessee, and making his amateur debut. It's Ray Hewlett. What can you tell us about Mr. Hewlett, Chris?
Well, I can tell you, since on short notice, this wasn't a planned fight. This was just recently announced. But that man's been in the gym day after day. I know he takes private lessons from some of the professional fighters. He's got quite a story behind him, and he's overcome a lot of different things. And so to see him step in the cage, get after it, actually take that final step to compete is phenomenal.
Very nice.
He's not coming to patty cake, I'll tell you that much. No patty cake this round.
We haven't had too many people out here patty caking yet.
No, thank God.
Let's get loud, Cotton Eye Jones.
And we're ready for this 130-pound catchweight bout, 3 3-minute rounds. Jacob Wright in the red and black board shorts, and they call it a dark gray and red for Mr. Hewlett. Referee's Adam Mays. Touch of the gloves, and we are off. Leg kick to start from Hewlett. Overhand right responding from Wright. Another 2 leg kicks there from Hewlett, and another overhand right from Wright.
Reach. Oh, good throw.
Hewlett lands that takedown there. Working into side control if you can, but Wright scrambling hard to try to get up or at least get into a better defensive position. Hewlett relentless on that takedown, on that double. He's in there tight on it, Greg.
Ryan doing a good job of scooting his hips out and teeing off on the rib cage to try to improve his position, but you got also another raise, also learning how to control the hips too right here. Not taking a whole lot of damage there while he's got the legs under him.
Working to move into mount there.
Got 1 leg laced.
Wright kind of hammering away at those ribs as Hewlett tries to improve his position here.
Wright can't sit there though. Yeah, there he goes. He's starting to use the cage to work up. Maybe a little too late. He's got that leg lace down there.
And now he clears it.
Switching off to a double leg.
Great sit up. Good job.
Hold the double off the cage.
This is a battle here. You know, this doesn't look like it's much,
trying
but
to
this
sneak
is really.
Oh,
He's got to
trying to sneak in for a choke. Here we go.
It's hard to see how deep that is.
Almost like a little 10-finger choke under there is what he's got.
Going down. Oh, it may be tight.
It is tight. He's got a tap. He's wanting a tap, but he's not giving up. He's got a little 10-finger choke down there on his.
He got out of it. He got out of it. Good resiliency showed by Hewlett. We'll see if Wright can continue the onslaught. Almost like Hewlett really resilient and like on staying on that takedown.
Technique from Tom, just a lot of hammer.
Yeah.
Stand up, there you go.
Right. Standing up and getting out.
Right into the cage, Ray, right into the cage. Right, east.
Great fight, guys.
Yeah, these guys are going at it for sure.
Do not grab the shorts. Do not grab the shorts. It's your last one.
Adam Mays laying down the law in here.
Your elbows high, you got
Knees to the body, fired off by Wright.
Hewlett doing a good job of being the one that causes the pressure. Jacob's having to do a lot of responding. Hewlett's doing the one pushing the pace.
Trying for a guillotine here, Justin.
It's tight. It's tight.
That
It's got
might be
real tight.
I can't tell.
If Hewlett can get his hips forward, he might be able to get the tap.
Oh, we're on short time. Oh,
He's saying it to the second
standing
round.
by the bell there. We're going to the second round, and that was an exciting round.
I think what you saw in that first round was Hewlett from the very beginning. He came out with that light kick just to tap and just kind of feel it out. Then you kind of saw the light bulb go off. Oh yeah, I can throw this hard. And as soon as he says, I can throw that kick hard, Jacob Wright, with already 3 fights under his belt, says, yeah, this is what a fight is. And you saw that flurry came right at him and put him on the cage.
Very well
Hewlett had to
said.
wake up in the next 20 seconds, it looked like, and then afterwards you saw that push forward, trying to at least weather those punches and take away that weapon he was going for. You saw Hewlett trying to push forward and control that, so you can see him wake up and the learning curve here, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you see from Hewlett. Wright is trying to take advantage of the mistakes that he's with his head down, using those little things just like that, just to be able to control the fight and do little pieces of damage wherever he can. Very interested to see how Hewlett responds in this second round, as Jacob's definitely already woken up and he's ready to fight. Let's see what Hewlett's going to bring to the table this time. Now that he realizes it's time I can go full force here. Wright looking game in his corner now.
What was the first one?
10-9 red. That was the first round.
So it's split. Is that right?
No, 10-9. That was.
Oh, they all three give it to Red?
He's that jab, right?
So that is Jacob Wright taking that first round on the judges' scorecards. We'll see if Hewlett can pick it up here. Really relentless on those takedown attempts. See if he stays that same strategy.
Tuck your chin, Ray.
Nice leg kick from Wright.
Hewlett's got his head up and his mouth open a little bit, just showing like the beginning, that debut stance of things that you got to learn through there. He needs to get his chin down, his hands up, and keep his mouth closed, because that's always a sign that you're hurting your opponent. When you're seeing that across the cage, you always know when that mouth's open, their head's up, they're not paying attention. They're thinking about cardio, they're thinking about heart racing, they're thinking about the acid burning up those muscles, and then you know you've got a chance to make a move here. So I think Wright is kind of stalking that out right now and feeling out where he's going to be able to take advantage.
Overhand right from Wright. Hewlett trying to keep that jab out there. Big miss, and it allows Hewlett to close the distance and land a couple.
Too loud, Ray. Keep that chin.
Hewlett's having the issue of moving his head up and down and side to side, and so Wright's able to get in there and feint with his left, and he just got an open shot for an overhand right.
Credit to Hewlett on the jab there, that huge punch coming from Wright. He was able to step under. You don't see that in the amateurs very often. They've been able to change levels that quickly and dodge that punch. He needs to drop his hips, however, whenever he's shooting in and trying to close that gap, because he's getting his head caught underneath. If he can change his entire level and not just bend at the hips, he'd be a little bit more successful, I think, with his attempts there. Wright doing a great job of controlling that head, keeping it down, and then weathering what Hewlett's trying to push through and do here.
Pull that leg off the cage.
More or less amateur. He's a debut fighter. It's pretty impressive.
As he pulls him down on him, we'll see if he can work anything from the bottom. He's now into the full guard, working for a triangle potentially. Is Hewlett, if he can clear that shoulder. Very long-limbed is Hewlett at this 130 weight class.
Very tall.
Corner switching off to calling for the armbar to switch off. Gets slammed down and may have made it worse. See if he can extend him.
There's that.
Wright trying to fight it off with hammer fist to the head. We'll see if he is able to stay out of danger here. Looks like he
leaving
has.
his arm in there, though. He's just leaving it in there in danger.
We're looking at the level of jiu-jitsu right there, just leaving the arm in there as well, and Hewlett not taking advantage of that sweep that was there. He could have really thrown Wright for a loop and taken the top position advantage and possibly mount there.
Easy for you to say from out here, Justin.
Absolutely, always is.
Now working in the submission attempt again. Is he going to go for the triangles or switch back off to the armbar?
Hewlett working that triangle says, I don't need no stinking sweep.
Yeah, so now I've got to transition to an armbar over here.
And we're into short time, and looks tight, and we're down to just a couple seconds. I can't tell if he's going to make it or not. Oh, wow. Again, saved by the bell 2 rounds in a row.
Second
Jacob
round,
Wright.
It's the third round.
It is the third round.
Much more evenly matched, much more.
It seems like Brian knows what he's hunting for, and he's controlling the cage a whole lot more than Hewlett is. However, when Hewlett gets set on something like, I'm getting an armbar, I'm getting a takedown, I'm going to get what I want, he follows through with all of it.
10-9 blue.
It looks like the judges are concurring here. It'll be 1-1 most likely coming into this third and final round. Both these guys know they've got to go all out now.
This is what you really want to see as an audience member, as a fan of MMA, as a spectator, however you want to view yourself at home. This is the round you've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. 2 amateurs learning, one not knowing any better, finally going the distance in his first fight after all the sparring all the work. We're about to see some fireworks, I believe, out of these 2 boys.
Yeah, Hewlett's been just relentless on going for these submissions, trying his best to finish. At the same time, Wright's doing a really good job of making him have to work his ass off for everything he needs.
Yeah, we've seen everything in this fight. We've seen Muay Thai, kickboxing, boxing, wrestling,
jiu-jitsu,
everything.
all of it.
Some judo.
Up
I
that
want to see a
jab,
throw
Ray.
now. That's all we're lacking right now. Probably see it here in a second.
Third and final round now. See which one of these guys wants it the most.
Keep your chin tucked.
Again, we're using open scoring. These guys know the score. It's been announced. So, the corners are aware it's 1-1. Everyone knows. Starting to tee off with some big rights. Loading up those right hands is Zach Wright.
He's going to the uppercuts right now on these overhands. Hooks. He needs to go back to the shot right now because that's the only thing working for him.
That uppercut was solid. Right hands are landing hard. Really good fight. And Zach Wright gets that finish at the early stages of round 3. It was a hell of a fight. Ray Hewlett taking this fight on very short notice, and I know he had to have picked up a lot of lessons in this one, Justin.
One thing that you're looking for whenever you see these 2 fighters come out, and I think it's really neat to see. I'm going back to this open scoring concept again. Wright is sitting in this corner having 3 fights under his belt. Hewlett's still on the learning curve, everything going along. Not really sure if he's able to take in what has happened, what's being said, process that information. Wright was able to hear that and know, I have to win this round, I have to finish this fight. If that's a precursor to what open scoring is going to be for the state of Tennessee, I am loving this.
Oh, okay. I apologize, by the way. I called our winner Zach Wright. It is Jacob Wright who gets the win here tonight from Alabama. Moving his record up to even now, 2-2. Looking forward to seeing both these guys back. Man, they both fought great.
Absolutely.
What a debut fight, too. What a great opponent to fight on your debut.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was a pretty tough fight for a debut fight.
No
Ladies
scrubs
coming up
here.
next.
Absolutely.
That's right.
And there's plenty of information now. Whenever Hewlett goes back to look at this and study, when Wright go back to look and study, Wright's going to be able to look at it and say, okay, what was I doing that allowed my punches to get gummed up? What was I doing that was allowing me to get caught up here? Hewlett's going to be able to go back and say, hey, I had this submission. I was about an inch away from finishing the first round. And just a minor hit turn in the second, I'll win that fight. So both guys have things to work on. It's going to be really great to see what these guys go into.
Both these guys coming out of this one really winners. Yeah, nobody's going to come out of this one and not take something from it.
Absolutely.